for men who like women. At what point in the acquaintanceship, relationship, dating phase would you want to know that the woman you are pursuing is in the adult industry?
Immediately.
Kill me. I just saw a video of this girl. She went to the gym for the first time, right? She just wanted to get her fitness journey going. So she tried some she saw on TikTok. And there was a group of girls in the corner laughing at her.
You know what I don't understand about men? How details do not really matter to them. I don't get it. I love details. Tell me all the details. But I was talking to my brother tonight, and I was like, oh, you're heading out tonight? He was like, yeah. I was like, cool. Like, where are you going? I don't know yet. Okay. Like, are you going with, like, friends, people, by yourself? With people. Okay. So where, like, do you know who they are? Yeah. Who? Oh, some people I know. Okay, and where are you guys going to dinner? I don't know yet. But you're on your way there? Yeah. And you have the keys in your hand, but you don't know where you're going? I'll figure it out. Like, what?
Man, I need to understand why y'all hair be this small, but y'all keep going to the barber every week. Like, I feel like the barber is the biggest scam ever. Number one, haircuts should never be $100. You either ugly or ugly with a straight line. Barbers are the biggest scammers next to hairstylists because y'all already have small hair and they keep charging y'all $100 to come back every week. And it's like, would you let your hair breathe? Would you let your hair grow? But it keeps disappearing and nobody's saying nothing, nobody's stopping y'all. But it's like, I get it. You want a fresh cut. You don't want to look a mess. But maybe you need to hibernate. Maybe you don't need to go outside for like 3 weeks. Let your hair grow back so it's not little hair. Am I tripping or am I not?
Men, I am begging you. Please don't approach women in grocery stores. Just don't do it. We don't want your commentary on what's in our carts. We don't want your commentary when we go to grab a bottle of salad dressing. And we definitely don't want your wandering eyes and hands near us as we are pushing our cart through the dairy aisle. I understand that there is a loneliness epidemic in this country, and I fully support all humans connecting happily with each other, but I think we need to draw the line at the grocery store. When I'm running an errand, I do not want to be approached by any person. I just want to live my life. That's all.
You finding out that my husband and I are trying to have children is not the time for you to tell me how horrible your life has been since you and your partner have had kids. Because that ain't got nothing to do with me, okay? Do you not realize how crazy that is to tell somebody who not only lost a child, but is actively and has been actively trying to get pregnant, are you sure you want this? Because, you know, your life turns upside down. You never sleep again. Did you think that when you had a baby, you were going to get sleep? When women say they will do it themselves, this is why, okay? I asked baby daddy to go to the store for me. This was the list.
All right, butter, lemons, limes, bagels.
Right? No biggie.
Okay.
As you can see on the list, the first thing was butter. So then the first text message that I get was, what kind of butter?
It's important. My wife likes blue one, salted butter maybe. It's in a blue package. Let me tell you something right now, and I think this is for most men, but I might be wrong. We need colors. If you want a man to get something, there needs to be color coded. My wife can sit here and give you the most accurate description of an item. She can sit here and break it down to the molecule. I don't know. Yeah, it's blue. Done.
Yeah, so one of the guys that sent me a message didn't like this. He said, I wrote, the world would be a better place with more men in therapy and more women in leadership roles. We heart therapy and healing generational trauma around here. And he messaged me and he said, I agreed, I loved your whole profile and agree with everything except for this. Hot takes! Cut! God forbid women have rights!
One thing I'm not about to do in 2025 is argue with black women about the worth of black men just because their fathers decided to identify as transparent. Nope, not gonna do it. If you can't recognize that your resentment comes from your absent father, please don't open your mouth to talk about black men on my page. Yes, we hold black men accountable. We hold black women accountable. We hold black people accountable over here. But we don't do it with an energy of vengeance. A spirit of because my father wasn't there. We're not going to do that. Okay?
Y'all, look at this. Look at this.
Okay, bye-bye.
No.
I just saw a video of a man confronting a little girl that was trying to bully his toddler child. Mind you, the little girl looked like damn near preteen. And why did the little girl continue to try to pop it at the little kid? The dad went, pow! I'm telling y'all, my mouth hit this desk. Cause part of me is like, you know what? Hell yeah. But then the other part of me is, that's a grown ass man hitting a little girl. And these are the moments where I would be conflicted as a parent myself. And I get it. I get it. You're wrong. You're wrong. He's wrong. He's wrong? Yeah, he's wrong. But I get it. Personally, I would just be like, little girl, go get your daddy. Little girl, go get somebody. And he probably going to jail. But I'm sorry. He deserves to go to jail, but he stood 10 toes behind his kid, and I bet she don't bully no more toddlers.
There's nothing more humbling to me than when I try to post a thirst trap on this app just for it to get 6 likes.
Have y'all seen this video? Right here. I'll be right back. I have to go use the bathroom. So bad, girl. I'll be right back.
What? I just got here.
I know, but you're 15 minutes early anyways.
Are you serious? You could have just went before I got here, or before I sat down. You could have just asked me. But you're on my time now, so this is my time.
Yet another reason why men aren't approaching women, they don't want to have anything to do with women, they don't want to be in relationships with women, is because of this entitled attitude. The woman did you a favor by starting your appointment 15 minutes earlier. You could return the favor. But of course, men know all too well about this, because whenever they do something, it never gets reciprocated.
I'm here for my service, and you could have just done that before I got here.
Okay, but let's say you have to go to the bathroom like during your nail service, like that's totally okay. I'm not
gonna do that. I'm gonna wait till I'm done. So that's what you should have done. You should have went before I sat down.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna argue about going to the bathroom with you. It literally takes 5 minutes.
If that's what you need to do what you gotta do. But I'm gonna leave.
Okay, well, that's fine. I have a camera in here, and you will lose your deposit, and I'm going to charge you for the full service
because you didn't do your job.
Because I'm basically losing out on a client.
I'm sorry, you didn't do your service. So
because you don't want me to go to the bathroom.
Okay, well, do what you have to do.
Okay, but you don't think that's a little weird?
No, it's not.
It's not weird. Okay, well then I'm going to go to the bathroom, and if you walk out, then I'm going to charge you full service.
Well, I'll dispute it. I'm not going to be.
And I'll dispute it back, girl.
Okay. Y'all may call me and pick me for this. This may be a huge unpopular opinion for this, but I don't care. I'm saying what I see. I find it so funny when I see a man that's working hard, at really going in, really going hard, really trying his best to really like provide and all that. And then the woman call him a bum because he didn't get her the bag that she wanted or the Birkin bag that she wanted. Like, baby, a Birkin bag is like $18,000-$20,000. If he can afford a Birkin bag, please give me a house. I don't want no damn Birkin bag. And on top of that too, you calling this man a bum, but you got no car, no job, no money in your account. No, you just got nothing. You got nothing. But come on, y'all, we really gotta take we gotta hold accountability. Like, let's be for real here. Most of the time, y'all be wanting men to do stuff that you can't even do for yourself, and then blame the man cause you can't do it. Baby, that's your fault. Not me though. I can take myself out.
Girl would be like, yeah, you know what? I can understand why he left my mom and abandoned us. Yeah, I probably would have abandoned your weird ass too. No.
So let's keep it a buck. After asking her adult sons their opinion on how relationships work, they admitted to their mother that, you know what, they see why their dad left. But then that mother's response, because her sons critiqued their view of how she is as a woman, she admits that she would abandon them. I would argue that some of y'all mothers, y'all didn't stick around because y'all love them kids. Y'all stuck around because those kids were resources, rent, and food. Y'all would have abandoned them just like the dudes that y'all want us to be mad at, right? Let's keep it a buck. That's why I say some mothers are not above reproach. But I digress.
I'm not understanding, like, the dating scene and the dating world. Like, I'm not getting it. Because if two people like each other and you guys vibe and there's chemistry, what's the problem? Like, why is there games being played? Why is there ghosting happening? Why is there why isn't it working? Like, when I scroll through TikTok or social media or Instagram and I hear people's stories, it's traumatizing. And then if I go in the comments and read the comments, other people are like relating or telling their story. And that's also scary because it's just like, damn, like people suck. People suck. And it's just like, why can't people just fall in love? At the end of the day, that's what everybody wants. Everyone wants to fall in love. Everyone wants a partner. But yet it's the most difficult and hardest thing to do and to find.
Oh, we'll get on here and talk about how men need to bring back yearning, and then you'll flood the comments of a barely average looking man with comments like, Ron, next question. There's a tear dripping down my leg. I swear my pants were just on. Yearn for what?
Employment offer has been rescinded due to a social media video of yours that surfaced and was brought to our attention.
Of me coming to the job interview, so it was a problem with me saying that I got a job with you guys.
I'm not at liberty to go into detail, but it was due to the social media video and the content. It was seen by our Human Resources Department, and it was determined to rescind your employment offer for January 13th.
Okay, no problem. Thank you for giving me the update.
You're welcome, Tempest. Have a good day, all right?
Okay. Well, if I needed a sign to take social media serious, I guess that was it, y'all. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because clearly I could not get a job because I cannot be myself with a job.
Once again, modern women never learn their lesson. As I say in some of my videos, modern women are the same in every scenario and situation. People in the comments were saying she didn't even learn her lesson. She's still recording even as the job offer is being rescinded. They didn't want you on social media, and here you are on social media. Don't worry, ma'am. Modern women don't listen to men either. That's why men are done messing with them. That's why they're not being taken out. That's why they're not being approached. That's why they're not being pursued or courted. And it's a mystery to them. They're confused about it.
Do you ever just wake up in the morning and you're just like, feel a little off? I'm not sad, not mad, I'm not happy, I'm not tired. Yeah, that's me today. I just feel off. I can't put my finger on it. This is gonna be a long day.
I was not a good wife. People ask me, like, how are you single? Like, if you think like how you think right now, why are you divorced? And if you're new here, I have been divorced almost 8 years now. Separated, divorced almost 8 years. In April it will be. And I was with my son's father for 10 years total, married together for 7. And if you would have asked the younger me, I would have said, of course I was a great wife. It all was him. He was a jerk. He didn't appreciate me. He did this, he did that. I cook and I clean for him. I take care of our son. All the things. But that did not make me a good wife. First and foremost, we did not have a marriage built on a foundation of God. Sure, I did all these things for him, but what I didn't do, I didn't allow him to be the leader of our family. I talked down to him, I argued, I compared, I competed, I nagged a lot. I was not a healthy communicator. These are all things that I had to teach myself how to do. And the problem with a lot of people nowadays is they don't want to take accountability. It is hard to swallow the pill and say to yourself, I have toxic traits that I need to work through. And unfortunately, until you work through those toxic traits, you are going to be unhappy in your relationship, or you're going to continue to take those toxic traits to the next relationship. So it's not been easy, but I am so proud of the woman that I am today.
This is not something that you see every day. This woman taking accountability, I so appreciate that, and I'm sure a lot of men do. Most modern women out here don't want to have anything to do with accountability. It's their kryptonite. And then they get on the internet wondering why men don't want to approach or have anything to do with them.
Not guilty of...
A 20-year-old woman from Pennsylvania called the police to report that a man had kidnapped and raped her because she found him creepy. The innocent man was jailed for 31 days due to the false accusation. The incident occurred outside a local supermarket. Angela Borisova Urumova, 20, had just finished shopping and was heading to her car to drive home. In the parking lot, she encountered 41-year-old Daniel Pearson. Urumova's car door had been left unlocked, and the kind-hearted Pearson, worried that someone might steal the vehicle, waited by the car to ensure its safety. When Urumova returned and saw a stranger standing by her car, she found him creepy and assumed he had ill intentions toward her. She yelled at Pearson to get away. Realizing the car's owner had returned, Pearson left. After returning home, Urumova decided to teach Pearson a lesson. She called the police and falsely reported that she had been raped by a creepy man in the Redner parking lot. Upon investigation, the police found discrepancies in Urumova's statement, and Pearson was exonerated. Urumova now faces 17 years in prison for filing a false accusation.
This is a controversial one. Single mothers versus single fathers. The stats show that children raised by single fathers do better socioeconomically and behaviorally than single mothers. Single mothers, their children are most likely to have behavioral problems, educational problems, higher chances of being in jail. It is what it is. So with that being said, controversial. How about when there's a split up, instead of the mother being presumably automatically given the child, why not give the child to the father? Because the father, when the child is with the father, the child does better. And plus, usually the father's making more money. So if he has to pay child support anyway, why not give the child to him instead of him having to pay the mother who, when she raises the child, unfortunately, the stats aren't in her favor. When there's a single father raising a child, it's almost like a two-parent home. So controversial with those stats. Would it make sense to give the child to the father instead of giving the child to the mother and paying the mother child support on top of that? Of course, with good fathers, of course. I'm just saying, it's kind of logical. What do you think?
It pains me to say, but if the shoes were reversed, I'd be saying the same thing. Is like, how is it fair that he supports you while you decide, or the children more, while you decide to go get a college degree for the future, when you got a duty support now, not at his expense, that you want to go get the degree? And I'd be telling him the same thing if he was here asking child support for you. You got 50-50 split. Why should she pay for you to go to school? I mean, I'm trying to figure out why that would be fair this way.
Okay. I just, while we were married, I was a homemaker. So he was the one that provided for us, and I didn't do anything else.
Except I'm not giving you the divorce. I'm looking at the modification, whether you're entitled to it.
So I do remember that the Attorney General, when we did meet last time, they were like, well, your income, what it was before, was nowhere near what Mr. Acevedo was making. And when we had requested those documents, my attorney at the time did not get the documents. And so I never knew what he was making. But the Attorney General had said last time that that he was making a substantial amount, more than 3 times what I was making. So they were like, well, why didn't they quantify it then?
That was at the time of the divorce?
That was the time that we just met this last March. She had said that.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say, Ms. Chester?
No, ma'am.
Okay, we'll move on. Ms. Coates, did you want to call Mr. Acevedo, or do you want defer to Mr. Menchie?
Yes, I'll call Mr. Acevedo, please. Will you state your full name for the court, please?
Marco Adam Acevedo.
And in the 3 years that you've all been divorced, you've maintained a 50-50 custody relationship, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you provide, now, do you own a house?
Yes, sir.
And you make monthly payments on that house, correct?
Correct, yes, sir.
And can you tell the court what that monthly mortgage payment is?
It's $1,834, so $1,834 mortgage.
And when we had the divorce, just to clarify, Matt, when we had the divorce proceeding, which I have to tell the court was a rather lengthy pendency, okay? We did complete and full discovery in that matter, and we even did verified inventories. So it's very hard for me to accept at this time that she wasn't aware of his income. Now, maybe last March, when she attempted to go to the Attorney General, maybe that's true. I never got notice of that. But during the divorce, there was full discovery. Everything was disclosed. So each party knew what the other person had. So there was nothing amiss during that proceeding. Now, the other thing that I want to bring out is, let's talk about that incident. And I don't want to open a dirty wound and go on for hours, but could you briefly describe the reason that Miss Chesser says that you locked her out of the house?
The amount of BBL Amazon drivers in California is insane, baby. The warehouse that I pick up from, I see at least one a week. I am looking right in front of me right now is a BBL'd woman. And I'm complaining, because this is a good view. Double cheeked up in an Amazon vest. But in my head, if you have a BBL, that means that your life is paid for. I don't know why this whole time I've been under the assumption that if you go put yourself on the table knowing that you could possibly, that most of them, then whenever you wake up and you heal after 3 months, shouldn't you be rich now? I don't know, but I get the views every day at work. I love seeing the big fat asses coming and getting the Amazon packages. I love it.
The guy that I've been talking to, I think, has decided to ghost me today. I think we've been talking for like a little over a month, and we saw each other once in person, but like we went on a date, but it's already 5 p.m. Like, he hasn't texted me once this entire day. So
please let me know if I have the right to be offended in this situation. I just came from an event and this guy asked me what I do for a living, and I told him my job. And then he goes, wow, it's so nice to meet a normal looking girl with a normal job in Miami. And he meant it as a compliment, but that was just a weird way to phrase it. And I did not like it one bit. And like, I just want to cry now.
Can someone please tell me why men will stop you in your tracks? So I was out last night at a bar, and yeah, I'd be looking good, like it was my birthday celebration, like I'm gonna be looking good, but I'm like walking around, you know, per usual, and like men will stop me in my tracks, like I'm like with my friends, they'll stop me in my tracks and they'll be like, you're so pretty, and I'll be like, oh, like thank you so much. They do nothing. I'm literally like, oh, thank you so much, and they're like, yep. And then I just keep do something, like continue the like I guess they didn't want to. No one wants to continue a conversation. Like what? I literally, like, that happens all the time, and they don't do anything else. It's like, be different. Like, be different. Do something. Hey, like, let's get you a drink, or let's like continue this conversation. Like, what are you doing tonight? Or who are you here with? Like, they literally, it's so annoying, and I don't know what it is. And I need a man to tell me what this is. You just like give compliments out, and then you don't want, I guess you don't want anything in return. Okay, that's fine. But like, don't you want to talk more? Or it's just like, just give out compliments and then that's it. Like, bye.
No, I don't want to talk more. You guys said that you didn't want to be approached in the grocery store. Literally just saw a video about that. Not in the gym, not anywhere. Whenever they want to be approached is when they want to be approached. And now all of a sudden, when a man does exactly what you want, compliments you and keeps it moving, you're wondering why he didn't stop and have a full-blown conversation, why he didn't buy you a drink. The games are over. The days are done of you getting people to buy you free drinks so you can say, hey, it was nice having a conversation with you. I never intended to have anything more than just this drink or this meal, so I appreciate it. Men are done with that. They're walking away from that. You either start reciprocating energy or you get left alone.
I gotta have it, please.
Now say what you just said again.
Huh?
Say what you said again. Because we're going to get all this on tape. Say what you said.
If we were married, you got this amazing credit score, right?
800.
Okay. And
this is what poverty does to your brain. Listen to this. Go ahead.
no, we're not doing this. Cut it off.
Now you don't want to talk. You was talking so confidently a minute ago.
How was that? No, because they going to say, oh, that's the girl.
They don't know who you are. You ain't on the camera. So go ahead and say what you was going to say. Say what you just said a minute ago.
Okay, you got this amazing credit score, right?
I got an 800 credit score. And I worked very hard and my mama helped me get that credit score. She helped me pay my car payment.
Now, say if your wife wanted to die for a purse, that's $2,000.
There ain't no purse on planet Earth worth dying for, but go ahead. That's $2,000.
You gonna die if you buy me that bad?
No, that's not the point. It ain't no purse on planet Earth that important.
I said to die for. Like it's not something that you would get me like every year. Chuck, get me a purse every year. No, it's something that I'm in love with. Maybe it's Mother's Day coming up. Maybe it's my birthday coming up. Maybe it's Christmas.
Okay.
You can't get that for me?
So you want me to use my 800 credit score to get a purse, to go in debt to buy a purse?
You're going to be in debt. You're going to be in debt if you get that purse.
What was the point of bringing up my credit score?
Because you can go and swipe for it.
Right. So that's what poverty does to people's brains right there. You want me to, if I don't have $2,000 in my bank account, why would I go and buy a $2,000 object on a credit card? That's what most people in America do. That's why most people in America is poor.
Chuck, you want to be for real? You have a Bitcoin, right?
Why would I sell?
I didn't say for you to sell your Bitcoin. Don't act like you're poor. You're not poor.
Okay. Go ahead. So what does that got to do?
You have a good job.
Okay. What does that got to do with anything?
You can get me a nice purse.
Why would I go into debt to buy?
You're not going to be in debt. You have great credit. How are you going into debt?
This is poverty. This is what poverty does to you. So if you
maybe I don't know.
If you use a credit card, that is money that was created out of thin air. So if I don't have $2,000 in my bank account, therefore, if I spend $2,000 on a credit card, I don't have it in my bank account. I'm just spent money that I don't have. So
you do have money in your bank account.
But why would I put it on a credit card then? What's the point of bringing up my credit score then?
Because credit, you're making monthly payments.
Right. See, and this is what poverty does to you, right? This is what they tell you in America. This is why all the credit cards sell up. This is why all the credit card companies make a whole bunch of money. So when you buy stuff on the credit card, they charge you interest on it. Therefore, you have to pay more than the $2,000. If you only pay the minimum payment, you're going to pay a fee on top of that. That's how the credit card company makes their money. That's why people spend so much on a credit card and they never get out of debt. Because they're paying more than what the item is worth. So if I pay payments on it, let's say I make 4 payments of $500, I'm getting charged $50 of interest. So that mean I just paid $2,500 for a $2,000 bag just to put it on the credit card because I didn't have money.
No, we gotta watch this on YouTube or something. I don't believe it.
That is why this is what poverty does to your brains right here. This is what poverty does. This is what they don't teach people in school. All I had to learn on my own. They don't teach none of this in school because why? They want to keep people enslaved like this. And she don't know no better. And a lot of y'all out there don't know no better. And that's what they want. They want you not to have no knowledge. There's millions of people just like this that don't know nothing about the American financial system.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's right. You just paid girls do this all the time. I knew a girl that put an MCM bag on payments. And I'm just like, you paying more than what the bag is worth, right? The bag don't go up in value. You mentioned my Bitcoin. So let's say I sold my Bitcoin that goes up in value to buy a purse that goes down in value.
To sell it. I know that's not your plan.
But what I'm saying, why
you're trying to sit here and act like you have nothing.
It doesn't matter. I don't value material objects. It don't mean me. It's just a material object. That bag is only worth money because you and your brain have made it up that it's worth something. You know how much it costs Louis Vuitton to make a bag? $50. And people go out and pay $10,000 for a bag that costs them $50 to make.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example though.
Give me an example.
I got a bag. I'm not gonna say who it's from. I got a bag 10 years ago. Guess what? I still have that bag.
Mm-hmm. And whatever you paid for it 10 years ago, it's not worth that today.
Yeah, but I want to keep this for the rest of my life. That was a special bag that I wanted, and I don't go constantly getting bags.
That's cool. What does that got to do with
What if we got married and I just got a bag every 5 years? Is that going to kill you? You get where I'm going with this? I didn't say I want to constantly get a bag.
The thing is, why do you want the bag in the first place? It's just bad.
Oh my God.
And why would I use my credit to buy the bag? That's crazy.
However you, okay, whatever.
I'm just saying, you brought up the credit score. They don't have. If I just could pay the cash for it, which I could, like why?
Okay, excuse me.
But why would I? Why would I save my $2,000 to give it?
Because I told you one of this is just 5 years don't went by. Oh, well, I got that bag for Naomi 5 years ago.
Call me in 5 years and I'll get you a bag.
No, I'm saying that we are married and I see a bag I want.
Okay.
Not 5 years don't went down. I ain't asked you for no bag. That's a great wife.
Sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so that's what I said.
So you fine with that? You would take that deal?
I'm fine with that. Yeah, that ain't what you said in the beginning, though.
No, that's what I meant. I said to die for. I hardly see designer bags that's to die for. Like hardly ever.
Ain't none of them to die for. They all is $50. Just like these damn shoes.
Really, I go get one that will go with every style of my outfit.
It costs Nike $20 to make these shoes. I bought these at the outlet, granted, for like $80. But
I have my shoes forever too.
Right. So people paid $150 of these for these brand new. I bought them from the outlet for $80, but it cost Nike $20 to make these shoes, and we pay $80 for them. That's crazy. They Louis Vuitton. Man, it cost them $50. They got little kids in sweatshops making them bags. And people go out and pay $2,000 for them. Because it say Louis Vuitton on it. You don't even know that. You ain't never met that in your life. You so thirsty to buy this bag. I don't know.
This is crazy work. Absolutely insane. Diabolical work. A modern woman trying to figure out how to spend his money that he does have and that he doesn't have. You have Bitcoin, don't you? Are you crazy? That's not yours. Are we even in a relationship? Modern women continue to go into gold digger mode, trying to figure out how to spend a man's money even before they have access or have offered him anything. And you wonder why a man doesn't want to have anything to do with you. You wonder why a man doesn't want to be used for a free meal, for a free dinner. You wonder why you're getting taken to all of these quote unquote cheap places like coffee shops, even though coffee shops are a good alternative for a first date. You wonder why men don't want to get married or approach. Maybe this might be why.
I don't know if this is just me, but like I rarely ever see attractive men out anywhere. Not that I even go out that much at night, but when I do, I never see any. Or even just like day to day, like out and about, like I never see anyone attractive. And I'm in New York City, but I see pretty girls everywhere. Beautiful girls everywhere, every day. I'll see pretty girls. Like, is it just me? I don't understand.
He's so nice and he's the guy that I should want. But it's like I need a little bit of like you're going to send me to the psych ward, and it's just not giving that.
Question for the men. Have you ever had a female friend that you did not at any point develop feelings for throughout the duration of your friendship? So the whole time you've been friends, you've never had feelings for her and you guys are close. So developed tight homie-ship, no feelings for them romantically ever.